What up? Your boy MC Shadow. Just getting out of work. You already know. Like always. On our way home. Finally. Well, yeah. After biash. Anywho, I wanted to do a video to talk about the voice of reason. Because that's what I'm here to be right now. The voice of reason. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, with the, politics going the way that it is going and the mayhem still being the mayhem that what it is, and now the Democrats, are on front and stage, speaking about, the Republican Party and Donald Trump and everything like that. Now, as closer and closer we start getting to these elections and the Democrats giving their speeches and all that, the more and more you're gonna start seeing these videos being put out of kids being molested, kids being raped, kids being abused, and everything like that. You're gonna get all these videos. The more and more and more, you gotta keep throwing wood at the fire. You know what I mean? It's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep the fire burning. Now, so see, here's the thing. The things that's been happening to children and everything like that, I'm glad that everybody finally woke up and shit like that, about time. But no, this has been happening to kids for a fucking long ass time, and it's not happening. It's not happening more now. What's going on is that people now with before, like let's say before, if you were just like browsing through, you would see something about a child getting molested or something like that, and you would read it, you'd be like, damn man, that's fucked up, like, and you would shed, you're like, oh damn man, that's messed up, whatever, and then you keep scrolling, whatever. But now, with this being front and center, it's the headline. People are sharing it instead now and writing comments and everything like that. So more people are starting to see it now than before. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like a trend. It's what's hot right now to be sharing these kind of shits. You know what I mean? But shit like this has been happening to kids for a fucking long ass time. You know what I mean? And fools that are busted, man, you're in there. Like, with all kinds of these sick, twisted, fucking nasty ass motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Jails are fucking packed with those fucking dirty ass bastards, you know what I mean? But right now, the Republican Party, they put in some of these tricks where, get these people to make it seem like only the Democrats fuck around with pedophiliacs. You know what I mean? The thing is that sickness does not choose a fucking political party, homie. It's not like, yeah, hey, let's go Democrat, and only Democrat. Nah, homie. Sickness like that, it flows evenly, homie. It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? But people let their anger get the best of them sometimes, that they're not able to separate the two. How do I deal with that? It's actually kind of a trip. Well, mostly one, because I rap, so, like, when I rap, it kind of like, it's kind of like a stress reliever, so, like, I'm not overwhelmed or whatever. Not only that, I'm a sports junkie, so I watch a lot of sports, that calms me down. And I also read comic books. So on a day-to-day, I juggle all of these. I juggle rap, sports, comics, and politics, all in my head. You know what I mean? Because you need a break from when you're, like, let's say, like, you're just like, just researching like this. The more and more time you spend researching it and everything like that, and viewing it from that point of view, the more and more angry you're gonna get, the more irrational you're gonna become, and the more one-sided you're gonna be, instead of being, biased, whatever. You're not supposed to be biased. But it's kind of like when you're watching a scary movie. You know what I mean? Like after a while, like midway in the movie, you start getting more antsy and jumpy. Because you've been watching it already for a while. That you just kind of like you're stuck in that zone. Or let's say if you walk into a room, if you're seeing a house for the first time, and you walk into a room and it's like, oh shit, like, oh man, this room is nice and everything like that. But now let's say before you walked in that room, they told you that room is haunted and demonic and exorcist and everything. Now when you walk in that room, you're gonna be like, oh shit, what the fuck, like you're gonna be like more, in that zone. Same with information, man. You keep fucking stuck researching this, that, and they blame the Democrats and everything. That the more fucking, rational you're gonna be. Now I'm not here to defend the Democrats, because fuck them. I'm not a Democrat nor Republican. They're both the same shit. The only difference between the two parties is the Republic. Whichever party you're choosing, they're letting you build the hamburger. Let's say if you're a Republican, the Republicans are letting you build a hamburger. Let's say you're a Democrat, the Democrats are letting you build a hamburger. The only difference is that the political party that you choose is letting you build the hamburger, but you're still eating a fucking hamburger nonetheless. That's what it is. It's all about people. It always is. Selfish bastards. But that's just how I see it. You know what I mean? Because I find it weird that everybody thinks that all of a sudden that this whole children thing, has been amplified. Like, no, it's always been like this. It's just that now people are actually paying attention to it. You know what I mean? Kind of like when I tell people, the coronavirus was not started by the government. You want to know how I know this? Because now, with everything being shut down and everything, people actually get to sit at their homes and research and educate themselves about all the bullshit that their governments have been doing. That's why everywhere around the world, you see all this fucking protest everywhere and all this chaos, because people are now realizing, hey, these fools have been fucking bullshitting us for this whole entire time. And trust me, the last thing the governments want is for people to realize that they're onto us. That's how you know it wasn't by them. But when it comes to the United States and the politics and everything like that, yep, both parties are both full of shit. And it's sad that I do agree with everybody. It's sad that that little white boy that got smoked by that black fool, and like that fool didn't even get no like coverage or nothing, man. That's gacho, and all because of people's fucking political, agendas. You know what I mean? On both sides. You know what I mean? But people's flaw also, even the ones that are trying to make peace, their flaw is that they're trying to make peace by still encouraging violence. You know what I mean? Violence doesn't answer anything. You know what I mean? What people need to do, but I know they're not going to want to, because they're going to be like, man, that's bullshit. Fuck that. Nah, homie, that's not how it should be. Nah, it should be like this. Hey, whatever. That's the reason why nothing ever gets fixed. Is that you got to be the bigger person, man. You know what I mean? Be the bigger person. You got to talk everything out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that. Even like with that, like let's say, why do we have to give that fucking fool that killed that kid a trial? They should just smoke him or torture him or whatever. Because we're still running a democracy here in a society where we're not like we're better than them, because if not, we're stooping to their level. You know what I mean? And it's like people have to understand that once you start stepping to their level like that, you might end up becoming like them. You know what I mean? And abusing that, that authority. That's why it's not good to tempt yourself to do that kind of stuff, because then you do it for him, you do it for the next, and next, and next, and so on and so on. People just have to, when they're reading stuff, like take a deep breath, clear your mind, and you gotta view it from both sides before you give your final opinion. You know what I mean? Is Joe Biden a pedophile? I believe so, but that's just my opinion. People don't have to agree with me. People could agree with me. It don't matter. That's just what I think. Do I feel like the whole Democratic Party's in on it and they support pedophiliacs and everything? Nah, man. Like, what's up with you guys adding all this fucking hot sauce to the damn tacos, man? That's what I mean. See, these articles and news coverage and everything, and your own fucking temper is making you believe that. You know what I mean? But it doesn't go down like that, man. Like, this is what it is. You know what I mean? But both parties are pieces of shit. But I'm just here to tell people, like, how to make like better observations and gather information. You know what I mean? Instead of polluting yourself, and then you just overflowing and then just spilling it out as your thoughts. You know what I mean? When they're not. It's just all that overflowing toxic. But that's just my opinion. And Shadow. Now.